What's up guys? Welcome back to DeFi Degens Drip and Farm for Poverty. We're gonna change that. Where our mission is to help you empower the impoverished and find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like that mission, you resonate with that vision, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. As I mentioned very often on this channel, the goal is to help you get to some level of financial freedom, be that $10 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, 1,000 or whatever. And hopefully by doing so, you will feel more empowered to give back to someone else. And my goal is to actually give back to the Cambodian Children's Fund. You'll see some of them in that picture back there. It's an organization created by this guy. Now it's almost 20 years old. But basically he was living here. I think he was from the US, could be Canada. And he was seeing the level of poverty where literally families were living on trash dumps. And the way that they made their living was they would go through the trash and find stuff to recycle, as well as clothes to wear, food to eat. And one lady, her daughter, a young daughter, maybe about 10 years old, needed some medicine from her mom. And her mom was super sick, but it was like less than 50 bucks for him to be able to help her mom with medication. So in his head, he's like, wow, 50 bucks can make a huge difference. I need to do something about this. So he went back to either Canada or the US, and then he decided to kind of quit his job. I think he was in film or something like that, and came back and started trying to build this thing from the ground up. Long story short, what he found out is that he was trying to help the families and get the kids some education, because knowledge is power, and the more you learn, the more you can earn. And if you've never been shown that you have a life outside of living on a trash dump, if everyone around you lives that life, then you don't know that there is a life beyond this that is greater than what you're currently living, and your potential has not even been tapped yet. You'll never reach that because no one's shown it to you. So his goal was to reach the kids, educate them, show them these kinds of things, these opportunities. So he would take the kids and put them in school. And then what he found out is that the parents would actually call the kids back or not send them to school, because the parents needed the kids to help with either farming or collecting trash for recycling or whatever the case may be. So he had to redesign his entire business model, where he actually kind of repurposed areas of the trash dump, cleaned it up, and built communities there, got running water, all this stuff, and then would actually subsidize food for the family so that the kids could go to school. Because if the families would make the kids come back and work, like I said, because they needed all hands on deck to generate income. So they couldn't afford to have their kid go off to school, because again, they don't see the value in that. All they see is day to day, they have to scrape and pillage just to get by. So they need all hands on deck to get by. And it's like, well, my kid's off doing something else that I have no idea about, doesn't make any sense. I need them back home to help out. So he built this entire platform where now he's got a actual entire school. Kids have gone off to colleges and universities with scholarships. It's fucking amazing. All by just seeing what he could do by himself. And that's exactly how I'm approaching this same project. It's like, all right, I see a problem. What can I fucking do? What is in my abilities? And my abilities, I believe, come from what limited knowledge I've learned about crypto, and how I can start to make a passive income, and then hopefully educate others to do the same by doing the research, making the mistakes, finding the best vetted projects that you guys can get into and not have to make the mistakes I made. And then therefore you're exponentially further down the road, and then you're more willing to help and support others as well. And then hopefully at some stage, we can build this into a large, massive community that directly impacts those that matter most. And I would love to see this in other countries. So like, this is just where I happen to live, but by no means is Cambodia the only place with impoverished people. Poverty strikes the globe as a whole. But anyway, that was a rant. Sorry, you guys. Today's video is supposed to be about passive income strategies. So let's take a look at that. And the best passive income strategy I believe that you can get into for 2022, even if you're just getting started now like I am, and I wasted a lot of money on previous ones in 2021, the year of the Dow, the year of Forex, I should say. So this project, the Animal Farm by Forex Shark, as well as the Drip Faucet, another one. So if I were to look at projects, it would be these two. If I were just getting in, I'm already in them, obviously. I would recommend, not financial advice of course, but if you happen to have some risk capital, I would start first with the drip garden. So if you have a little bit of money, drip garden can make you go a long way. Think like a liquidity token or pair is actually quite cheap. You can get started with, like, for one plant, maybe 10 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. So I get started there, start compounding your plants. If you have a little more, this is an awesome buy. Drip Faucet has, the drip token has come down quite a bit from its all-time high of 160 early in January. It's down to about 110 now. So if you got about $125 or so, then you can get started with the drip faucet. And if you have twice that amount, then I'd recommend doing half and half. Not financial advice, of course, but I think these are two bullish projects that have shown some long-term use case, long-term being subjective in the DeFi space. One day is like 1 year in crypto, they say. And in DeFi, 1 day might be 10 years, I think, because it is crazy how fast this space goes and how quickly new projects come up, man. The next one that's not out yet, nobody knows a lot about. I mentioned it on the previous video, but it's going to be the piggy bank. And the way he's setting that up is he's literally blending the best of all these protocols. So piggy bank could be a really awesome opportunity. You'll have to do some more research on that when it comes out. There's still some questions to be answered and some things to be tweaked. And anytime he launches a new project, it peaks, spikes, then drops off. So it may not be the best time to get directly into it at the very beginning if you don't have a lot of risk capital. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Trying to keep it short. I know I've rambled on quite a bit already, but if you found this video helpful and you'd like to help the algorithm get our views in front of more people so we can grow, please hit that subscribe and like. And of course, also, if you'd like to join the team, the information is in the description. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. So until then, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.